Last time on Lawful Stupid. This imposing figure has stepped into the door and he's shouted to you guys that the floods are coming much sooner. And then so the man who came in comes over and he says, "Hello, my name is Maya Shanka. Sorry for the intrusion, but we must make preparations to get everyone ready. Meet me at my office as soon as you can, and we will go over the issues. Please hurry." You walk into this office. "Hello, welcome to the mayor's house. How may I help you?"
The mayor told us to meet him here.
"Right this way." "These are troubling times. We have to stop these floods." Go and talk to the other candidate. I think he's up to something.
I go to Boris' house.
"Please do come in. What can I do for you?"
Is there anything useful you can tell us as we go on to our investigation? The mayor seems curious of you, and you curious of him, and there's these damned floods that are going to ruin our days.
The mayor and I both want the care and longevity of the city. Beyond that is where we part ways. I want to bring some of the city life into this small town. I think we could really make this place a spot on the map.
All right. Well, I think that's enough for now, but I'm sure we'll have more questions later.
And so you've heard both sides of the story, one from Mayor Shanka and his disdain for one candidate, Boris. And you've walked over and you've heard the story of candidate Boris and how he's of this faction he calls the New Age. And he's from Ariston, the capital, and he just wants to come in and make some things better for the small village of Junga.
He wants to make Junga great again.
Make Junga great again. And so you know the floods are coming tomorrow.
Pants are hiked.
Pants are hiked. Houses are hiked. Houses are scissored.
Scissor me timbers.
Floods are coming.
Well, we didn't really learn a lot in there. And both seem to be telling the truth. I'm not
Speaking
sure
of telling the truth, I told him everything. All the lying we did. I'm so sorry.
I soil your pants with prestidigitation. The rolled up part only. They're now dirty. There's a consequence for all your actions. Learn to lie.
Yeah, this is what I get for lying. I did sin.
So what you get for telling the truth.
Miss B fixes it with prestidigitation.
Thanks, Miss B.
You have revealed your secrets to me. Anyways.
Scribble something down in a notebook.
Genuine joy on Dwayne's face.
Writes it down.
Knows prestidigitate. Knows most basic magic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If I snuff out candles, she can relight them.
Always be aware of this weakness.
Mm-hmm. Can't go around looking like we've gone through the mud all day, can we?
So vulnerable right now.
I don't see a point in doing anything in the town, honestly. I feel like we should just go check on the source of the flood.
Yeah, I was saying that the whole time.
Well, I just wanted to see if Boris was evil.
He seems like an alright fella.
No, he's just a politician, so he's just a run-of-the-mill piece of shit.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Added up, that's what I surmised.
Mm-hmm.
He's starting a cult, or like at least a weird, malicious New Age group. So that's interesting.
Yeah. I thought that was weird.
Is it truly malicious if they're only trying to add things to make things more convenient here?
Change is the devil of the world, so yeah.
I've never heard that before in all of my religious teachings.
Yeah, get a new religion. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh. Okay, fine, I guess.
As she also says, "Yeah, I'm sorry I'm with him on this one, but I don't think that's a thing anyone says."
Yeah, it's a good thing no one else can hear you, Ashley. It's a wonderful thing, actually. It's perfect.
I'm gonna go have some more tea.
We hear William say out loud.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing nobody can hear you, Ashley. Trouble in paradise.
Anyways, is there anything we need from town before we travel? I mean, we could get a boat.
I still think we should have a boat. Well,
Yeah,
no, because he said the flood was small.
Yeah, but still, do you want to get your hands wet? Well,
I'm way ahead of you.
You're gonna
What if
roll
we
those
see if they
bitches
have
up
rain
3
boots?
feet, though. You're gonna roll them up 3 feet.
I'm gonna roll.
this point,
I'm gonna roll them up to my knee. I am gonna
Lucian,
roll
how
them
tall are
up
you?
to my knee.
Let's do this.
Which is 3 feet off the ground.
He's fucking
How
still
tall?
like 6 foot tall, 5'11" or some shit.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's a lot of calves.
Well, dude, at this point, we're basically saying nut. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like real tight, real rolled
She
up.
just moved to booty shorts at this point.
Yeah, I look fucking
K&G
great. I look
is
fucking.
sponsoring
I look.
these booty shorts.
I look fucking great.
a lot of cats. So I immediately build pictures in my head of all the things you guys talk about, and you should see the picture I got of this man. It's like all calf, like 5 foot of calf, small thigh, small waist, small torso,
Only
normal
3
head.
feet of calf.
That's like measures. How
Which
high
isn't
she
that
is.
that isn't that absurd.
Hey,
Look what I got fucking 2.5 feet of calf at least.
it's okay. You should go get that checked
I
on.
don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, for sure.
I
Give me my measuring tape real quick. I'll be back.
So
Quick, let's
you
run up the
remember. You remember in your conversations that the flood is not till tomorrow, so people are like prepping for it. So you won't know exactly where the flood comes from until tomorrow, after the flood happens.
They told us where it came from.
the
From the
yeah.
northeast.
Yeah, a general direction. I mean, you can always travel there. This is the world, and you live in it.
Yeah. Yep. So I will talk to my compatriots and say, well, the flood doesn't start until tomorrow at some point, but we know it's in the northeast, and it kind of makes sense to travel that direction. When it does come, we'll be that much closer.
I like the idea of that. So, did you really want to get the boat? Or maybe see if they have boots of some sort to prevent the water from going into
Well,
shoes?
unless they have 3 foot tall boots.
Thigh highs?
Unless we're going to get stilts and walk on stilts.
20 inches from heel to knee. So 36 is not outside the realm of human possibility.
I think so.
Anyways.
You think Shaq doesn't have 3 foot calves?
Can someone please find out how many inches it is from Shaq's his ankle bone to his kneecap, please?
Yeah, let me just
No, you
text
do it
them.
from
Bottom of the knee?
From heel.
From the heel to the top of the knee.
No, that doesn't count. Okay, whatever.
Because that's what's going to be. That's what's going to be in the water. I mean, it's not like we just take feet out of the equation.
You said calf, and I was just focused on those like nice horseshoe calves you got going on.
No,
but
I'm talking
Oh,
about.
so you
I'm
got
talking
horseshoe
about
on the feet too. Okay, cool.
I got you. Okay, I'll accept. I
That's
need to
an extra
know.
6 inches right there.
Plus, I'm wearing boots. I mean,
Where do I get a boat?
Who are you asking?
fucking boat store.
My compatriots?
No.
That's not something I typically.
Miss B points in a random direction. I'm just as new to this town as you are. I have no idea.
Sure,
There's
but
one.
I assumed you are more lay of the land.
There's one right there. There's one right there.
Oh, perfect. Let's just
Yeah,
check that
and so you'll see that most of the houses here, most everyone has off to the side, sort of wherever the entrance is. So if it's up,
Like a
it's up. If
Titanic
it's down, it's down.
Fucking escape
like
boat.
yes, it is. They are all tied up.
Women and children
the house.
first.
We'll just find out whoever's on vacation and borrow their boat.
Sure.
Or
how
dead.
tough.
Somebody in this town is on vacation. That's just statistics.
Yes. Can we just go back to the inn? I just want to go back to the inn, walk in, and talk to
Lucille.
Lucille. Lucille, where can we procure a boat? Not a large boat, just a boat that would fit 3. A dinghy of some sort.
Sugar,
Maybe
that's going to be it's going to be a hefty price, and I tell you that because everybody knows the flood's coming tomorrow. Guess what they're going to keep in case they need it?
Lucille, who's on vacation?
Let me pull up my vacation book here, honey. I don't know.
It's a small town. You would know if somebody was on vacation.
This is a farming town, sweetie. Ain't nobody leaving here. Everybody got to work every single day just to get by.
Sounds like you guys got bigger problems than floods.
So when you say it's a hefty price for a boat, what is that price?
I mean, I guess I can't speak for everybody, but if I was to lend you my boat, I'd probably say 20 gold.
Nope. I guess we're getting dirty.
All right, let's go.
It's just people are putting their life on the line. That's the only reason I say that. Otherwise,
yeah. People putting their life on the line in 3-foot water.
Why do you need a boat?
I don't want to get wet.
Okay.
What do you mean? Why do I need a boat? There's 3 feet of water, I'm told.
Just roll your pants up.
It comes through fast.
3 feet high, Lucian.
So the water it drops away quickly. So you're looking at about 5 feet when initially it hits. By morning, it's dropped down below 3 to 2 feet the next day, and even lower.
So
it sticks around lowly for
Got it.
24 inches is definitely within the realm of human capability.
I mean, look at these calves, and she pulls up she shows you her 3.5 foot calves. She's like,
on stilts
I'm okay
this whole time. Got it.
This has awoken something in me.
Okay, alright, well then we don't need a boat, it's too expensive, and this flood isn't nearly as harmful as everyone's been saying, as we've rooted out the truth of it.
It's more like a light drizzle. I don't know what you're complaining about.
It's like a 5-foot flood, goes down to 3 feet and possibly 24 inches. That's fine. Perfect. I say we head that direction. Northeast.
Shouldn't we wait until tomorrow? Like, wait it out in the cool treehouse, and then after the water level's gone down tomorrow, then head out? Because otherwise, we're going to hit that 5-foot water.
Sure, that's a possibility. We
could always go see about getting some rope and hanging up our sleeping bags in a tree like a hammock.
Yeah.
Okay. Or we could stay here for one night and go out tomorrow when the water level's down.
Then you're going to travel the whole time in water. 2 to 3 feet.
You're right. I'm fucked up. Let's go.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Bags.
You've persuaded me. Let's roll.
Perfect.
Okay, so you guys want to get prepped. I don't know what else you would want in the way of items. So if you tell me, I'll tell you what we have available in this area.
I'm gonna pre.
Do they have hammocks?
Yeah.
They don't have hammocks.
Right,
that's fine. Do they have any sheets of canvas and rope?
Yeah.
You can buy canvas and rope.
Perfect. That's easy to make a hammock.
Yeah.
So you mean a hammock?
So it will cost you 3 gold total for the
all 3
canvas and rope you need for all 3 of you. Yeah, so roughly
I'll
a
pay
gold.
for it.
Lucian's got
I'll pay
you.
for it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna pay for it? That's fine.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I don't need worldly possessions like money.
Someone wants to be the sugar papa here, so that's fine.
Let him.
I don't. What do I need money for?
That's a good point.
Money's just a number.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say this. By the time you've gotten into town and we've had this conversation, it is becoming darker, and you see the 2 moons, Terse and Unith. And you see that Terse on the left is just a small sliver left. And Unith is, of course, the opposite of that, almost completely full. And you're going to set off in the night.
I mean, if I were to have a sundial on somebody's wrist and it were to use the light of the moon to tell me what time it is, what time would that be?
It would be no one knows o'clock. But if I were a DM giving players a time, I would say it's probably 9 o'clock at night.
Well, then no. We stay in an inn. 2 hours of march time is not worth it.
And so actually the place that you're staying is where Lucille works. Of course, naturally, it's just how it works, because she has the patrons who come in. Naturally, they're going to drink. They're going to need a place to stay too. And she happens to have a few like bungalow type rooms. They're all individuals, and there's about 5 of them.
These are where all the hammocks are. Damn it!
It's like the same like decking that the bar is at, or the inn is at, is the same stuff that would lead to your individual rooms.
Perfect. I pay. What does a room cost?
She's gonna let you guys stay because she thinks you're gonna solve the problem.
Joke's
She's happy to let you stay for free.
Good to sleep.
Yep.
Good to go night.
Good sleep time. Yes. Nom nom.
Okay.
Nom nom. Then slip.
It is around 3 a.m, and you're all actually everyone roll a perception check for me.
Yeah.
Said
Okay.
you're going to bed soon. So I snuck into your bedroom. Is that what you hit me with, Dwayne?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
16 for William.
Okay.
Conversation got boring.
12 for Miss B.
Said you're going to bed soon. 24.
You're all awoken by a loud screeching noise, and it goes for about 10 seconds. And at the same time, it's like your rooms begin to rumble and shake, and it doesn't feel like this has anything to do with water. It's like literally the earth that is shaking. And then you hear it. The water from a distance sounds the cracking of trees that may be up. It's moving things around, and as you step outside of your room, you see that this water that's incoming, this 5-foot supposed flood that is happening, is like a 12-foot wave that is coming toward you. What do you do?
Furiously roll my pants up higher.
How high is our inn compared to this 12-foot
You're
wave?
about 10 feet. So where you're looking at, you're almost eye level with this wave, but that is still scary.
I'm going to very quickly lash myself down with rope to the bed. I'm going to tie one wrist to the bed so I can't get swept away by any water.
Okay.
I will. We have time for that. This feels like it's pretty imminent, right? Crashing upon us, or do we have time?
It's imminent.
Okay, well. All right. I guess I'm just gonna go into the main part of the bar from my room, go into the main room, and sit at the bar.
Sit on the bar.
Blackberry brandy.
Sit at the bar.
Ms.
If
B.
I go
Oh,
where I like
sit
to
on the bar.
You sit on the bar?
Yeah,
That's
a
not
little
for
bit higher
fannies,
up.
that's for drinks.
What y'all think's about to go down? All right, so here's what I need you all to do. Roll a dexterity dex save throw for me. Shane, you get advantage.
Oh yeah.
That's fun. Nat 20,
Ooh.
so 25, please.
Same, but 21.
Nat 20, 22.
Serious? All three
That's
of
no
us?
fun for me.
Yeah, we all three just crit.
Unfortunately.
I'll take a screenshot.
That is bomb. It was my first roll too. I didn't have to use my advantage.
I want you guys to roll a... I don't know what you'd call this. Roll a fear check for me. This has really nothing. I just want to know how scared you are, and that's roll a fear check.
Like a wisdom save, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. I'll do that in uno momento.
23.
10.
75. 10. Okay.
My wisdom
13.
save modifier is +5.
So is mine.
Okay. Individually, Lucian, you hear it, you stepped outside, you saw it, and your instinct was to latch. I need to attach myself to something here. The structures are probably sound. They've been here for a long time. They're made of metal. As the wave crashes in, it washes everything in your room to one side. The structure holds, and you're able to maintain integrity with the bed as it kind of floats up as the water hits it, and then the water recedes as it comes through. Miss B, you're there with company, the company of William, and he seems to be pretty okay. Maybe he doesn't know what the situation is entirely, but he seems confident in whatever's about to happen that this is okay. You, however, your confidence immediately falls apart. You jump down off the bar, and you're going to run back to your room. And as you're halfway there, the wave comes in like a wrecking ball. It knocks William off of his seat, but it doesn't do any damage as far as that, and his drink out of his hand. He's probably angry about it. As for you, it knocks you into the rails, but you're able to grab onto those and hang on as the force recedes and the water goes down. But then the rumbling continues.
Oh, so it's a bit larger wolves.
And you see in the distance, probably, actually, town square or the town circle where the well is. And you can tell from that general area, there is a gigantic worm type creature.
Oh, sweet.
That has erupted up into the center of town.
When you say gigantic, explain to me.
Gigantic, we'll say it is... I don't actually know that technically by D&D. It's 20 feet. 20 feet tall in the air.
Perfect. And is it like big? Like fucking
girthy
sandworm?
It's like sand.
No.
Yeah, talk about the girth.
Talk to me about the girth.
I mean...
like Tremors. Like, is it
yes,
Tremors
it's
big, or is it like...
It's Tremors big.
Alright, perfect.
Are they Dune big?
Yeah.
Are they Tim Burton's Beetlejuice big?
Yes. This strikes fear into the heart of most men.
Perfect. I'm not most men. I run outside after hearing that. Do I see this thing?
You do.
Oh,
it's hard to miss.
Damn.
Yeah. Let's go kill that thing. Seems bad.
We're gonna call it...
What color is it?
Like a burnt orange color.
I'm in.
I want to know what color I had to say for you to say, nah, bruh. Purple? Yeah.
Purple. Yeah. Purple, I'm a dip. Purple, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go kick it with
actually got a
Boris.
saddle on this worm, and he's like yelling yeehaw over and over again.
I'm here all day.
So I would say from you guys, we're not going to do like a combat initiation because you have a choice now to make. The worm is in the center of town, which is about half mile from you.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we gotta go save these people. Yep. Obviously, the worm will destroy them.
Do you like Dungeons & Dragons, but are you too lazy to play it yourself? Would you rather listen to people playing it? Well, boy, do I have a podcast for you. Infinite Deer, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Find us now on iTunes and any other good podcast delivering platform. Good day.
Okay, and you see people as you're running toward the fight. They are running away from the fight. Obviously, because these are just farmers. They're just normal people. As you get to the square, you do see that armed meagerly with a sickle, just for like one of their farming tools, is Mayor Shanka. And he is standing in front of his red building. He has like just stepped out. And you see across the courtyard... so the well is in the middle. If you can imagine, the well is in the middle, and that's what the worm has erupted up through. It just torn the ground up there. To the left of that is the red building with Mayor Shanka. On the right side, with a spear, is none other than your boy, the candidate Boris.
Boris.
And they're there toe to toe, looking at Hal and wide-eyed in fear to fight this thing. So if you guys want to make an action before we actually do come, I'll let you get a surprise round on it, because at this point we'll say that Boris has thrown a spear once, and so it's looking at him.
I have a question.
Ms. B.
How does the flood work in this equation?
So the waters now have come through, and it's very different from normal. They've almost receded down to nothing. So this one was just a gigantic wave, so you're probably ankle deep.
Okay.
Perfect.
Cool beans. That was all I had.
I'll just cast, if I'm getting a surprise round, for the sake of surprise round, I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on it. As we
Alright, tell me what that does.
It needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. What's it need to be?
It needs to beat a 13.
Ooh, it does not.
Alright, perfect. So it takes 5 psychic damage, and then it subtracts 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Okay. All right.
I'll hit it with the 1-2 combo of Sacred Flame and Spiritual Weapon
Okay.
as a bonus action.
Let's do that. So tell me what order you want to go in, and
We'll do the Sacred Flame first. So subtract that D4 from your saving throw.
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
Dex.
Yeah.
Subtract the d4.
He said 16.
16, yeah, that succeeds. But then my Spiritual Weapon, I reach out my hand and manifest it near this large worm, and it's just like this big gothic golden like lantern that is lit and burning on a chain that like swings like a flail. And I'm gonna hit him with that.
Okay.
So that is a 14.
It does not hit. It's not meat.
It's so big. How do I miss? Oh.
Well, because I have magic boyos by my side, I would like to cast guidance on William.
Yes.
Okay, what's that do for him?
Touch one willing creature. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of its choice.
Okay.
It can roll the die before or after making the ability check. Then the spell ends.
Excellent. Okay. So once all that happens, we are going to go ahead and roll initiative. In typical fashion, I'm going to roll for 2 boyos. Okay, so 20 and higher. Okay, 15 to 20.
Miss B,
What do you got?
17.
Okay. 10 to 15.
Oh,
Lucian got a 10.
William,
anyway.
12.
And then... Okay. Excellent. So, actually, you're up first, Ms. B. So you have cast guidance on someone, and you're trying to buff them up there, but now it's time to take action. What do you do?
Well, I don't want to run up to a worm thing, because it's giant, and I'm small. I don't like the idea.
And we'll say this thing is 50 feet from you in front of you guys. So currently we're at 50 feet in front of you, and probably 70 feet because they're diagonal to you on each side, left and right, are Boris and Shanka.
Cool. I would like to use my short bow, please.
Okay, go ahead.
18?
Hits.
Wonderful. 5 damage.
And okay, so you shoot this thing, and it's going to peck in the stomach, and it was looking at Boris, and so it squeals out, but it's still staring at him. All right, so Mayor Shanka, who's got a sickle, is going to run up and just try to straight up attack this thing, and he is going to hit. And he's going to take a chunk. You see a chunk of meat fly out of this worm on its backside.
Warm butt.
Worm butt. Okay, next up is actually Boris. He too will run up. Oh no, he has a spear. So he's got a spear and there's a rope on the end of it. So what he's doing is throwing it and just pulling it back to himself. So he's gonna throw this spear. It connects. And it hits the worm in one of its eyes. It has many eyes. And it wails out and almost like goes up into the air and is like a wacky wave of inflatable tube arm man.
Mm-hmm.
And next up is William.
Perfect. My allies are within 30 feet of me. What about Boris and the mayor?
Nishanka, no, they would not be. They're about, like I said, probably 70 feet.
Okay, that's not ideal for what I currently want to do.
You should be able to split the difference. If you move forward, you should be able to get...
Yeah, okay, so I'll move 30 feet forward. The water's of what? 6 inches, a foot high, give or take?
About 6 inches.
6 inches? Okay. It's not exactly going to be useful currently. Okay. I'm gonna give this a shot. The worm is protruding from the ground?
Yes. The bottom half is still submerged in the ground, you believe.
Alright, I'm gonna try something dumb. It's either gonna work well or it's not gonna work at all. So what I would like to do is ready an action.
Okay.
And I would like to ready the cantrip Shape Water.
Okay.
And when this worm attacks, because I imagine the worm will attack with its face or body, when it strikes the ground, if it strikes the ground, like if maybe it misses and strikes the ground, I would like to use Shape Water to freeze the water where it contacts the ground to try and freeze it into place.
Okay, I dig it.
That's my turn. So 30 feet forward.
And so we go to the worm. So when you move forward, it puts you within range of the attack that this worm is going to do. What it's going to do is, first thing, it's going to slap its body onto the ground because it's going to try to do like a sweeping maneuver against you and Mayor Shainsaw. And you guys are both. So let me see if first he triggers your effect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call it a dex save. Is that fair?
Yeah, and it's whatever you want because I'm trying to do something crazy, right? I'm literally freezing the water that he touches.
What's a normal like a save feature you have, like a number that is like the typical numbers, like a 13 or something?
13 is my spell save.
And he actually does not meet it. So his intent is to swipe at you. So this worm slams against the ground and almost right before he hits, you cast Shape Water and it freezes it. And it's like when you lick a pole, your tongue's a little wet, but it's colder, so it sticks. So he is stuck there for his turn.
Huzzah!
And it is on to Lucian.
Can I meet this fellow in melee?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna move forward, get into melee range with it. First, I'm gonna use my bonus action to attack with my spiritual weapon.
And he's gonna be at a disadvantage. I'm gonna call this is like his being prone.
He's prone?
Yeah.
Nice.
17.
Oh yeah, it's
that is 7 points of radiant damage.
Dang. Okay.
And then
this light, he's trying to shake free. It squeals, it screeches out, but is not able to shake free.
And then with my standard action, I'm gonna reach out and put my hand on it and cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay.
Oh, fuck! Take that 3d8, homie.
It's 23 to hit.
That hits.
It's 3d10
It's gonna
actually.
hurt. Oh, 3d10, even better. It's gonna hurt. That necromancy.
I got a 12. 12 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, and almost, did you one hand or two hands?
Just one hand.
One hand where you put your hand there, it burns like just like one size larger handprint into the skin. And we're back to the top with Miss B.
Well, seeing as how there's now a buddy near the worm, Miss B is going to join and use her, I guess, drop her weapon for now and pick it up later.
Okay.
And go and stabble it.
Okay.
That's an 11 and a 13, though.
No, neither of those hit. So you attempt to stab.
Did you roll with it? Wait, did you run up on him? You ran up melee, right? With daggers?
Yeah, he's still prone, so it should be advantage.
Did
you roll
with
with advantage?
Oh, fuck. No, I did not.
I thought that was your 2 rolls. Okay.
No, your rogue just forgot. No. It's even worse this time.
Okay. So then it would be the same thing. So your perception of where the worm is, maybe it rolls as it's trying to get away from this ice and tries to pull away. And as you go to stab, it pulls away at the same time and you just get air. And moving on to Mayor Shanka. So he's just there. He's melee boy with a sickle. He manages to like claw into it with the sickle, and he like launches himself up on top of the worm and slices at a few of the eyes that are there. And he does quite a bit of damage. So half the eyes that this thing has, we're going to say 10 eyes. One was put out by Boris, and so 5 more additionally have been taken out, and it is screaming and writhing in pain. And you can see spots where the worm was attached to the ice. Its skin is ripping because it is trying so hard to get away from this ice. Okay, and on to Boris, who, seeing that the mayor has done this great maneuver, will throw his spear into the side of
mayor.
This creature. And he launches it too far, and it goes over the worm and lands
directly into the mayor.
And then it is William's turn.
So, where did the ice So this worm is 20 feet tall, but it's now prone. So we got 20 feet of worm we're dealing with. Where's my ice currently? The head, the body, the middle, or the base?
It is in the middle.
Okay, so it's in the middle. So, not right next to it. And where did the spear land?
So spear's almost like a very... it almost looks like he threw it over on purpose so he could like tie it down. So it's in the middle of him as well.
Okay, so he went across the ice. I'm not worried about that then. So, not quite on the head where all my cohorts are standing, but like 5 feet back. So it's kind of like spacing it out.
Yes.
I'm going to use shape water to cause a 5-foot cube of ice with the water that's on the ground to further cement this worm to the ground.
Okay. Yes, and so what I'm going to do for his turn to see if he sticks. He does.
Okay. So
I rolled for that to roll 13, and he's stuck there again. But I am going to let him roll to see if he can get that middle section out.
Sure.
And he does. And so what happens is his head is now stuck. But as he tries to pull, he launches his tail up and out of this hole. And on the end of it are like 4 pointed, like claw-looking things. And
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, hold on. My turn's not over.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. My bad. I'm just so excited about this
I just want to run away.
Okay.
He's pinned, so I want to run 20 feet away from my peoples.
Okay. Excellent.
Well, the worm is 20 feet long, so it still gets you.
You do that.
Perfect.
And Worm has his tail out, and he is going to almost like scorpion attack, because he can still see on top of himself where the mayor is on top of him. And so he is going to try to strike at him.
Stabs himself, GG.
And in typical crit fashion, as he does that, the mayor moves, and he stabs himself in the head, and immediately the entire thing goes limp. The tail falling back into the hole, and then as it slowly drags him, the whole thing falls down into this deep, 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 deep hole, and he's gone. But the damage in the town has been done, and you're out of combat. One thing we love at Lawful Stupid, among the other things we love at Lawful Stupid, is spreading the word about your business. Or maybe you want to tell your sweet, sweet grandma that you love her for the world to hear. We want to give you that chance. If you're a business and want to get your services on the air, or just want to tell a loved one a personal message, head on over to lawfulstupid.org/message in a bottle. There you can take around 250 words to say what you want. Business ads are $20. Personal ads are $10. Tell the world what you have to hear with Lawful Stupid's Message in a Bottle. And now you see a victorious and you can tell battle-hardened Mayor Shanka stands, breathing heavily as he stands there looking at the hole that the worm fell back into. And then there's a wide-eyed candidate Boris looking into the hole, afraid.
Is anybody hurt?
No.
Fine.
Mayor?
No, I am good, thank you.
Boris?
I've never seen anything like that in all my life. What was that?
Are you hurt? Do you have all of your blood and bones?
And he's so shocked he kind of like pats down. Oh, I seem to be in one piece. I'm just a little shaken up. But my man Jerry, he was taken. He was killed. The worm got him almost immediately.
I go look down the hole.
Where is his body?
It was in the worm. He is R.I.P. in peace, Jerry.
I will still say a prayer for him.
And
there are no bodies to be left, no ceremonies to be had.
I have defeated Lucian, Mr. Yim.
Everybody gets eaten from now on.
And so that's what you see. And so people begin to walk slowly, cautiously, and you hear all the footsteps as they plop into the water as they come forward toward the city square. And they're all just amazed at you. And Mayor Shanka thinks they're looking at him, but they're all looking at you, and they're praising you, and they're thanking you, and they're hugging you, and they're bringing you gifts like snacks and foods, and thanking you so much for saving their town.
Hey, so good news. There's a big hole here now. Call that an earth drain.
Yes.
Floods are a thing of the past.
That is a good problem to have if you have floods.
I would probably put like a little fence or something alongside the outside so nobody falls in, but make it chain link so that the water can still go through.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I noted.
Our work here is done. The ABI does it again.
Is that the first time a monster's attacked the city?
That I have never seen a creature of that size. The monsters that I talk about are just like woodland creatures.
Slightly larger wolves.
Slightly larger than wolves. And then maybe even a little bit bigger than a big wolf would be.
And you're sure you haven't started on this plumbing operation, as in digging underground in any way, shape, or form?
You are asking the wrong man about the plumbing.
Oh, you're the mayor and you don't know if people are digging under your city?
Do they have to get permits from you? Or?
I do not approve the permits. That is from the sewer company.
The sewer company.
You don't have a sewer. How do you have a sewer company?
The sewer company.
He put one in. Stop asking me these hard questions.
The sewer company.
Privately owned. Obviously.
I go to Boris.
The true final boss. Waste management.
Boris.
Oh, sorry. I think I swallowed some of the worm juice or the water.
Yeah, it's real shitty. You said you tested this sewer in your house. Where did you start digging under the town?
I started down the southern part of town. It's you where the water came from. It's the opposite direction, about a mile or so. Yes, Shainsaw.
Right.
Your mom swallows worm juice. Dang it.
1 mile south of town.
And have you done the whole town?
Only those people
dug under
who
the town.
want to have a toilet in their house. Not everyone does. Those people have plumbing.
Seems kind of convenient that you've dug underground and now a giant underwater or underground worm attacks.
I do see how that sounds, but you could have dug anywhere. And then I don't know. I don't explain it. Yes, Shainsaw.
Your mom's done the whole town?
Dang it.
I'm glad we waited for that.
Yep. Miss B looks down the hole. Should we maybe attempt in the morning to follow?
Absolutely not. No, thank you.
What do you see what does she see when she looks down the hole?
Depths of darkness.
That's no good.
It's like darkness imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute horror.
Well. Now that we've had that conversation,
I think we've. Hey, Lucian chiming in here. I think we've done it. I mean, this is really the solution to the flooding.
No, but there's still the problem of the flooding. We can't just dig
big drain,
giant holes. Yeah, but you don't know it'll fill up.
The water is much larger than the drain. This is just it may catch very little of it. This is not a fix. This is a terrible happenstance.
Okay.
The mayor also spoke about things disappearing when they try to prevent the flooding. So how do we know that's not going to disappear at some point?
This is a good question.
I mean, I'm willing to wait to see if that happens.
Well,
this seems like a pretty, I'm doing the math here. That's what I'm actively doing on this 20-foot worm and the hole that I still do need the girth question answered in order to be an accurate representation.
It's 10 feet wide.
10 feet wide. The hole
extends
beyond our vision. I mean, that's a lot of gallons, boy.
Yes, but that would have to be funneling directly into that hole all at the same time instead of in this vast field.
Yeah, but when it goes to fill, water goes through the path of least resistance. It goes down the hole.
Not all of it, especially if it's not flowing toward that hole. Listen, I got a bad drain in my bathtub. I can tell you how.
Good point. All right, so everybody, we got to go get trained in mold earth, and we'll just mold all the places up, and then it'll be a natural, fucking sink, right?
Be great. All I know is if you put a hole in a boat, boat fills up with water pretty quick.
Right, but that's also at the bottom.
Setting in.
I assume the opposite is true.
Water goes down.
If you get a bucket full of water and you put a hole in the bottom.
If you take a Coke bottle and you were to, set it mostly, and you try to pour a ton of water all at the same time, it's not going to work. It's not going to go all in that hole because it's just proportionally it's not going to work. So imagine but if the hole's 20 feet, but the water that's coming in is coming in at 100 yards or more, all the
Sure, so it's going to come in big and then it's going to drain.
It'll eventually drain, yes. But it would not hit that hole and just
No, I don't imagine it would. I imagine it would come in, it would be 5 foot deep like it normally is, and then would just drain on down.
It will help, it will not solve the problem.
It's still destroying the volcano, which is before the hole.
Well, that's what you do is you grow the volcano above the hole in a little hanging garden.
Yes, Miss B.
If the boys look very determined that this hole is going to be the fix-all problem, I was like, I have another thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't appreciate being referred to as the boy, but go ahead.
If our employer has told us correctly, there's probably a more shall be quiet towards the two magical means that making this happen. So this can't fix everything. We have to retrieve whatever the thing is.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, no, right. And well, since we're up,
That adds up.
we might as well begin our journey.
Okay. And so, are you guys going to set off? Or are you going to wait till morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it is morning. By the time we're all done and chit-chatting, it's going to be like 4 a.m.
So,
Start of my day, bro.
you begin to head toward the outskirts of town now. Probably it's only a mile till you get to the north end of town. And you're in a place where you see some more hardened structures like encircling this field. Maybe even like brick walls at points like knee high, and parts it's a little bit higher than that. And they've got like these makeshift look like sandbags, reinforced. And you see the 4 red guards that you saw before, the younger gentleman in this all red armor, kind of standing out in different spots in this field. And you come across the young guy on the path that you ran into in the inn earlier. And he says, so where are you guys headed? You finally getting out of town?
Yeah, something like that.
Cool. Well, we'll be here doing the real job while you guys are out, finding whatever's going on out there.
What is the real job?
And he doesn't even look at in the field. He just kind of motions his head over his shoulder and is like, duh, the Volcani. That's what we're here for, Otherwise, why are we in this podunk place and this stupid assignment? It's almost like punishment, but they think it's so important.
So, William keeps walking, and then when he's about 20 feet away, casts shape water on that guy's feet and freezes him in place.
What are you guys walking with, William?
Are you trying to tell me that this is Irving, right? This is the boy from the night. Like he's like our escort or whatever.
No, this is the Red Guard people. This is not Breeze.
No, not Bree. No, this is one of the Red Guard punk kid.
Okay. Well, I'm glad he's dead.
No, I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm not even going to entertain his taunt.
And so he's like, all right, well, good luck as you continue on.
Thanks.
Good. Enjoy being frozen in place. I don't say that, but
He says, what? And as he tries to take a step backwards, his foot's stuck and he just falls over, shattering every bone in both ankles.
Hey,
got him.
Hey, Miss B.
Got him.
Yes.
I think that red guard had cold feet.
Who would want to meet him down at the end of the aisle?
A little too real, honestly. A little too mean. Probably work on that.
She's amused by it.
A little too mean. He
Oh, you know what?
he's been struggling lately to find the right lady.
Lucian, I have a gift for you. I forgot.
Oh, alright, gifts.
Yeah, perfect. If we can just stop for a minute. And I'm going to take 10 minutes to create a floating disc that's 3 feet above the air.
Okay.
And it's 3 feet in diameter.
Sure.
Have a seat. You don't have to get wet anymore.
Are you Tensor's floating disking me, bro?
It is floating disc, yeah.
Are you just funny?
They're both listed. I just don't call it tensors. I grabbed the floating disc one.
Cool. Thank you.
So now you can just not be wet. It doesn't cost me anything to do.
Oh. Cool. Thanks.
Yep.
Miss B?
So now he can ride a floating disc. Yeah. Both of you. It's up to 500 pounds. I would never ask you what you weigh, either of you.
Lucian weighs 499 pounds, so...
This tiny boy.
Luckily Miss B weighs 1
He's
pound.
thick. He's dense.
Miss B has secretly been the size of a bee this whole time, and we just haven't mentioned it. Notice how in her description she didn't say that she wasn't the size of a bumblebee.
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay. As you
I never said
guys
Lucian wasn't fucking yoked.
continue, I don't know if you have any other conversations you want to have. I don't know if you want to bring Eshi in and introduce that. Any of the questions you have for Eshi, or
Not currently. What am I going to ask her about a giant worm?
and she says,
you ever seen one of
I
those?
have my memories back now after seeing that worm. No, she doesn't.
Whoa. That tells me a lot about your previous life.
I'm just gonna stand fully erect on the floating disc.
You said erect.
Come on.
Hold on, your mom's erect.
Yeah, I sure did. I'm just
my
gonna
God.
stand up straight on the floating disc and wave at the townspeople as though I'm on a parade float.
Roll a percentage die for me.
You know, I could minor illusion.
You better do it. You better do it for Lawful Stupid's namesake.
So,
Bro?
I minor illusion,
Bro,
a like a small royal looking boat around the disc. So it looks like I'm walking in front of a boat
I need
that they're riding in.
my percentage die result I will send to you a photograph of.
Where are you sending it to?
Discord.
Is it 6? It better be 69 or 100.
I still to this day I've literally never rolled a 100 on percentage dice, so
Oh my god. Okay, so
but I did roll a 69.
so as you guys are leaving town and you're gonna follow this trail, because now you can tell where the grass and stuff has been pushed down out of the mountains.
So there's like next to no water left, and they're riding in a boat.
Yes,
I love this so much.
A majority of the town is like clapping and cheering for you, and what you don't hear, but is seen by, like, if this was a television and the camera's panning away, you see Lucille.
Yeah.
She kind of steps out and she goes, "There goes my hero," and that's where we're in the episode.
I blow her kiss.
Awesome, loved it. You guys did good.
Take that, worms. Hey, this episode of Lawful Stupid Roll for Humanity is brought to you by fuckworms.com.
.com.
Give me as much money as you got, and I'll fucking end those worms.
He'll fuck a worm.
I'll fuck a worm.
Two different. There's a .net and a .com, and you do not want to get them mixed up.
Yeah, you do not. .org.
Well, to be fair, we're the .org. Yeah.
If you go to .org, you might as well just blow up your computer.
Don't click the
Done.
link we put in our description.
No, Roll for Humanity. Hey, you know what this month is? It's National Ladies Month. National Women's History Month.
Well, good.
National Lady Time, motherfuckers.
I'd say
month.
women are very important.
Your privilege is showing.
We go. Yox, where I come from, we can't even have women.
I'm just gonna start saying that at random times to people now.
Cool.
That sounds like the best thing to throw somebody off. I'm gonna go get some pizza. Your privilege is showing.
I like to call people a fucking weeaboo, especially if they don't know what it means. Hey, so Girls Who Code. That's an important charity because you know what it is? They got a mission. It's to close the gender gap in technology. They use contributions like yours to help girls across the United States learn computing skills and to gain access to high-quality computer science education. They're just closing that gap in STEM that we have because for what reason, back in the day, we used to be like, girls, you can't do science? What are you going to be, Marie Curie? Name another one, I dare you.
They answered math right. You know what that means. You're a
dig
witch.
Drop me that link. Drop me that link in the chat. And then go ahead.
Okay.
Give us that pharaoh.
Okay.
But only if you catch it.
Let me do the roll first. 17.
That is a fat roll.
Much better.
Doing pretty good.
So, you know what you should do? You should join
Give
the
'em
Lawful
70%
Stupid
of it?
Discord by going to discord.lawfulstupid.org. And you should bug Ginge about coding. Because that's
He's a
his day
girl
job.
who codes.
No, he's a boy.
But girls can ask
But
him how.
we're gonna level the playing field.
This is a very secure wife that just said, "Hey, all these women, please message my husband."
Well,
I just wanted you to know that.
I am very secure in my position in life. Thank you very much.
Well, be careful if I was you, because I'm creeping up on you. Girls Who Code, here's the thing, is their whole job is to take all the hard-earned money that you make and you donate and put Ginge out of work. Just giving his lady competition all the power and the tools and the techniques so that Ginge is absolutely out of work.
Dismantle the patriarchy.
That means I can take his job.
Yeah, so Avon can take Ginge's job and Ginge can raise the little bondlets.
Hey, if you want to support the show, you can go to store.lawfulstupid.org and you can get one of those sweet stickers. I don't know. Is this released in February? Is this over yet?
This is March 1st, so the competition should have been had, and we'll know who the winner is.
Congratulations, Miss B, Team B.
Good job.
But yeah, you can still buy stickers. I'm going to leave them up. It's awesome. Enjoy.
You're welcome.
Or buy a shirt.
All right, everyone, thanks for listening. So
then we'll probably have a logo.
We would love for you
That'd
to
be
go
great.
and use the hashtag on Twitters or Instagrams, wherever you want. Mostly Twitter is where Shane hangs out, but we'll see it on Instagram. Use the hashtag StupidCast, and if you do that, Shane will rhyme your handle in a song. And it's always very good.
Sounds vaguely sexual.
He loves rhyming handles. Look, he came up with a game. I'm just carrying it on for him. He said, "Can you please let me keep rhyming handles?" And I said, "Yes, absolutely."
Sing your phrases is usually the phrase we want to go with.
Well, he'll put whatever. And so what I'm going to end on, and this is part 2, and I'm not going to always tell you what part it is, but the good news story. And so how this now goes is I give you the good news story. Dwayne gives you the half you didn't hear, and then Shane gives you the part that you wish you hadn't heard.
Twist.
So in a huge victory for polar bears, the court rejects Arctic offshore drilling project. So my favorite animal's a polar bear. Now they're going to not have to worry about that offshore drilling.
Unfortunately, though, because we're not offshore drilling, we're building factories to do that type of work, and now global warming's on the rise, so their home is still being destroyed.
Unfortunately, even beyond all of that, what you didn't see coming was the fact that laws prevent man from offshore drilling for oil, but they don't prevent who?
Polar bears!
Polar bears!
Penguins!
Polar bears are crippling the global economy with their cheap influx of oil. They are destroying their own environment because they are building moon palaces made of diamonds.
Now they live on oil rigs. Perfect.
They secretly...
Oh man, polar bears aren't white anymore.
They're black bears now because of the oil spills.
Polar bears
They're
are
covered in
actually
oil.
black.
They're green, the color of money.
Well, yeah, it would be like a nasty colored brown. But yeah, man.
Yeah, so
Ooh,
fucking
the world's changing.
look out.
Oh, a step further, now there's a polar bear corona.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
they're all wearing masks.
Here's the thing. None of them cover their noses.
The mask, they're still
What's the
wearing
point,
human
polar
masks.
bears?
Dumb polar bears. This is why you're in the north.
Anyways,
What, you
for
wear
listening.
you wear just the ring of the condom? How's that gonna help?
I don't know. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.